Most of us spend our lives trying to avoid difficult people. We wish for a world filled with kindness, support, and agreement. We believe that if we could just remove the critics, the liars, and the toxic personalities from our lives, we would finally find peace. But this is a fantasy that weakens the soul. Peace that depends on everyone being nice to you is not peace at all. It is a fragile truce that can be broken by a single rude comment. General Aurelius marched into the emperor's garden, his face flushed with a fury that even the morning air could not cool. "Emperor, I demand the immediate dismissal of Senator Lucius from the council. He is a serpent. He spends every session twisting my words, questioning my character, and spreading subtle poison among the other ministers. He is a distraction I can no longer tolerate." Marcus Aurelius remained still, his eyes fixed on two birds fighting over a crust of bread. "General," he said softly, "you speak of the senator as if he is a disaster that has befallen you. But tell me, has he succeeded in making you a worse man?" "He has made me an angry man, sir. He has made my work twice as difficult." "No," the emperor corrected. "He has revealed that your patience is still shallow. He has shown you exactly where your self-control ends. In that sense, is he not the most honest mirror you possess?" Aurelius scoffed. "A mirror? He is a liar. He seeks to destroy my reputation." "Then he is giving you a gift that your friends never could," Marcus said, finally turning to face him. "Your friends flatter you. They agree with you. They keep your ego comfortable and soft. But an adversary tests your foundation. He searches for the cracks in your armor. He forces you to stand tall when you would rather collapse into rage." The emperor walked closer, his voice steady and instructional. "Think of the wrestlers in the gymnasium. When a man is thrown to the ground by a superior opponent, does he leave the gym crying that his opponent is toxic? No. He gets up, brushes off the dust, and realizes he needs to strengthen his core. He thanks the man who threw him, for now he knows his weakness. Senator Lucius is your training partner in the gymnasium of the soul. Every insult he hurls is a weight for you to lift. Every lie he spreads is a test of your equanimity. If you can remain calm while he screams, you have won a victory far greater than any political dismissal could grant you." "But how can I not be angry at such injustice?" Aurelius asked. "By understanding the nature of the man," the emperor replied. "When someone wrongs you, or speaks ill of you, remember this. They do so because they think it is their duty or their right. They are acting according to their own limited vision of the world. They are afflicted by a blindness of the soul they cannot distinguish between what is truly good and what is merely selfish. Would you be angry at a blind man for stepping on your foot? Of course not. You would feel pity. You must look at the senator with the same eyes. He is a man trapped in the vice of his own jealousy. He is suffering from a sickness of the mind. Why would you allow a sick man to dictate the temperature of your soul?" Marcus Aurelius then delivered the ultimate Stoic command. "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. If he is a liar, your revenge is to be impeccably honest. If he is cruel, your revenge is to be exceptionally kind. If he is chaotic, your revenge is to be perfectly composed. If you allow his poison to make you poisonous, then he has truly defeated you. But if you use his malice as the raw material to practice your own virtue, then he has become your servant. From now on, General, do not wish for the senator to change. Wish for your character to be so strong that his words have no more effect on you than a pebble thrown against a mountain. See him not as an enemy to be destroyed, but as a difficult teacher who was sent to ensure you do not become soft." Aurelius stood in silence. He realized that by demanding the senator's removal, he was admitting that the senator had power over him. To be truly powerful was to be indifferent to the malice of small men. Your critics are not your obstacles. They are your opportunities. They show you exactly where you are still weak, where you are still vain, and where you are still reactive. Don't seek a life without adversaries. Seek the wisdom to use them. The next time someone insults you, undermines you, or lies about you, take a breath and say to yourself, "Thank you for the lesson. My training continues." Be the mountain, let the wind howl, and let the storm rage against your side. It cannot move you, it can only polish you.